All right, you ready to geek out to some weather on this Wednesday evening? It's 21 News Chief Meteorologist Eric Wilhelm here, and this video will take a deep dive into the upcoming short-term weather pattern as we go into the weekend here in eastern Ohio and western PA. We'll talk about the New Year's holiday and what lies beyond that. And what lies beyond that, a little hint here, is some warmth. We're talking maybe record-challenging warmth by early next week. No record-challenging warmth today, but hey, it was very much appreciated seeing the sun today and getting above freezing for the first time in a while. 43 this afternoon after starting out at 26 this morning. The record high today is 69 back in 1982. The record low 7 below. In 1950, this was actually the warmest day since December the 11th when it was 42 degrees. We hit 40 a few times since then, but we have not been in this neighborhood in a little while now. We're going to be close to or a little below average when we add up all the numbers at the end of the month. We're running a couple of degrees shy of average now, but of course the last few days of the month will be quite a bit warmer. All right, great sunset this evening. Thanks to everyone who shared pictures of the sunset via email and on my Facebook page especially as well. And we actually had a nice sunrise this morning. This time-lapse starts at sunrise looking east-southeast over Youngstown, and some clouds in the sky today, but overall just a much improved day. We didn't have that low stratocumulus deck of clouds overhead, and it was a nice day to finally check out the high-resolution visible satellite picture of the region today. A lot of white on this, but a lot of this is snow cover, not clouds. The snow is not particularly deep anywhere, but it's enough to reflect the sunlight and show up on the satellite. And of course, this out here, this is ice coverage on the western end of Lake Erie. Now, this is going to break apart quite a bit in the coming days in the next couple of weeks, but pretty decent ice coverage right now on the western end of Lake Erie. The Great Lakes as a whole at about 7% ice coverage, and Lake Erie is at about 22%, but that's kind of the high mark that we'll see. We're expecting ice coverage to decrease on the Great Lakes, area lakes. Chunks of ice floating in area rivers will go away pretty quickly with the upcoming pattern that will take us into the new year. Weather pretty quiet in most of the country this evening. The west is getting set for a blitz of rain and mountain snow in places like San Francisco and Sacramento, and then up into the Sierra Nevada mountains back here at home. A mostly clear sky tonight, and then clouds increase on Thursday. Rain chances don't increase till Friday, but this isn't going to be much. A couple of showers, a little light rain here and there on Friday. A lot of Friday night will probably be dry, but then here comes the rain for the weekend. A borderline washout, we think at this point, for Saturday, for New Year's Eve day. Pretty good chance for rain most of the day, and I think the rain will try to continue into the evening. Maybe it tries to taper off by about midnight as we welcome in the new year, Saturday night and into Sunday morning. So again, rain chances probably peaking at this point, Saturday into Saturday night. Sunday we have a lower chance for rain, but I think there will be at least a couple of showers or some patches of light rain or drizzle. Sunday, particularly in the morning. We'll dry things out for a time Sunday night and Monday, but then Monday night into Tuesday, into Wednesday, chance for showers, but it will come with very balmy temperatures. The jet stream going to get pretty wavy in the next several days. This will usher in, of course, the warmth in the east, and then this disturbance ejecting out of the southwest right here. This will probably kick off some severe weather by Monday night in parts of the lower Mississippi Valley. That's a place that there can be severe weather in early January. Elsewhere across the country, it's not that common in early January, of course, but that's one spot that you can see some severe weather in the dead of the northern hemisphere winter. So compared to average, our high temperatures look like this for the next 10 days. How's 14 above average sound for New Year's Day on Sunday? We'll peak at maybe 28 degrees above the average on Tuesday. The record high Tuesday is 61. That's our current forecast, 61, and that number could still be even a little conservative, especially if the rain holds off for a lot of the day Tuesday. Might we bust into the mid-60s on Tuesday? That's possible. That's not our forecast right now, but I wouldn't rule it out either. So each of the next 10 days warmer than the average. I don't see any large-scale changes to the pattern occurring through the first 8 or 9 days of January. Beyond that, we have some questions. We'll do an updated January forecast at the end of this week. The initial outlook put out almost 2 weeks ago at this point. Odds were favoring a warmer than average month as a whole, and certainly the month is going to start out that way. We do have some questions about the second half of the month. Some modeling would suggest the warmth holds on. Other modeling and some teleconnections as well, and some long-range thoughts or methods, if you will, would suggest that the cold tries to come back second half of January. Probably not as severe as we had in the Christmas time period in December, but some cold nonetheless. A decent bet at this point, I think, particularly for the second half of January. That'll do it for me tonight. Thanks for watching this Wednesday evening edition of the Valley's most in-depth weather forecast video. I'll see you right back here on Thursday.